At 90 years old, famed sci-fi and fantasy author Ray Bradbury was recognized as this year's champion of literacy at the second annual Walt Whitman Birthplace Association's Benefit for Literacy Gala, held here at Oheka Castle in Huntington on Thursday, October 7th. The gala is meant to honor those who go above and beyond promoting literacy in the community.
At the Walt Whitman Birthplace, our concept of literacy goes way beyond just being literate and being able to read. It involves contributing to the body of literature, supporting, teaching, and introducing people to a world where literacy is held in high regard.
Tom Weissmuller, the board's vice president, says Bradbury is a perfect example.
What makes him a champion of literacy is that he goes beyond what is considered creating literature. He teaches, he gets people excited about reading. One of the neat quotes he has, and I'm going to mention it in there too, he says, "There are greater crimes than burning books. One of them is not reading them."
That's a reference to Bradbury's famous novel Fahrenheit 451, about a future where reading is outlawed and all books are burned by the government. Weissmuller says Bradbury himself was inspired by Long Island poet Walt Whitman.
He enjoyed reading Whitman's poems and even wrote a book called I Sing the Body Electric, which was named after one of Whitman's poems. And he involved Whitman's love for literacy in his own writing. So he saw Whitman as inspiration.
Bradbury, who lives in California, was unable to make the trip to accept the award in person, but Congressman Steve Israel, a Bradbury fan himself, accepted the award on his behalf. Bradbury did make an acceptance speech by videotape.
So this honor you give me is deeply appreciated by me, and I have tears in my eyes of joy because of you. I thank you. God bless you.
In the author's honor, Israel read a passage from Fahrenheit 451. He says he's been a big fan of Bradbury since he was young.
This is special because I grew up on Ray Bradbury, a voracious reader of Bradbury, not only as a kid, but as an adult. I just reread Fahrenheit 451 because it teaches us so many important lessons. So to have the opportunity to be asked to receive an award on behalf of Ray Bradbury for the Walt Whitman Association is just an incredible honor.
Also honored at the dinner was State Assemblyman Steve Engelbright, who received the Education and Cultural Arts Advocate Award.
Thank you all for what you do for the Walt Whitman Birthplace Association and for literacy and for the sense of optimism that you bring to all who have the privilege of visiting the birthplace of America's poet.
And Tracy Edwards, Vice President of the New York operations at Verizon Communications, was also honored with the Individual Leader Award.
Education and literacy specifically are so connected to personal and community economic development. Increased self and family esteem, and also better health, both financial health, mental health, and physical health.
And Walt himself even made an appearance thanks to Walt Whitman impersonator Darrell Blaine Ford. He says the 19th century poet would be proud of the work being done by the association.
I am often in the presence of and impersonate Whitman for teenagers and even younger school children sometimes. And they have people come in who work with the children, who write the most wonderful poetry, the most self-revealing poetry, people that had never ever thought of examining themselves, thinking of themselves as potentially creative human beings.
In Huntington, Collora reporting.